Well, tonight, Pat Fitzgerald, no longer the head coach at Northwestern University, fired today by the school's president over an investigation into hazing allegations. And as the investigation continues to come to light, it's not just the football program in the spotlight.
That's right. WGN's Brona Tumulty is live outside Ryan Field with the story. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, the baseball program is also feeling the heat, and we'll tell you more about that in a second. But Pat Fitzgerald has indeed, after 17 years, been ousted as the head coach. He also released a statement tonight to ESPN saying he has hired a high-profile attorney to, quote, take the necessary steps to protect my rights in accordance with the law. Now, that statement goes on to say Fitzgerald felt surprised by today's turn of events in terms of his career. He also doubled down on saying he had no knowledge of the hazing happening at the university, which he says the subsequent investigation corroborated. Now, allegations of racism have also come to light over the last 24 hours, and tonight we spoke with one of the men at the centre of those.
I never thought that I would go to a place like Northwestern where this would be happening to me.
Ramon Diaz Jr. speaking with us tonight about how he says he was treated while playing football for 4 years at Northwestern from 2005, saying racism was rife.
And I had Cinco de Mayo, which is a national holiday for Latinos, shaved in the back of my head. Specific statements that were said to me, things like, I know that you grew up on dirt floors, but here we try to keep things clean.
He's sharing his story amid the termination of head coach and former player Pat Fitzgerald. How do you feel about him being fired?
I believe that everybody on that coaching staff needs to be held accountable. I do not believe that replacing Fitzgerald with somebody else on the roster, another coach, is going to solve the problem. And I believe that is an insult to the players that are suffering if President Schill goes that direction.
It's been unclear since Saturday what fate Fitzgerald would finally face after initially being placed on a 2-week no-pay suspension following the conclusion of an investigation into hazing allegations at the school, which were found to be largely supported. That investigation also found knowledge of the hazing was widespread amongst players, but there was insufficient evidence to show the coaches knew. A statement on Saturday night from University President Michael Schill alluded to leniency in Fitzgerald's original punishment, and now the hammer has swung. A new statement tonight reads in part, as much as Coach Fitzgerald has meant to our institution and our student athletes, we have an obligation, in fact a responsibility, to live by our values. Even when it means making difficult and painful decisions such as this one, we must move forward.
If you didn't know what was going on, then you failed at your job. And if you did know what was going on, you also failed at your job. So there's no win for anybody on the coaching staff.
Diaz's sentiments echoed by other former alumni of the school.
What a disappointment this is for us.
Art Mullenhour telling us today he'll no longer be going to the games.
They've really been deceitful to us, to donors, to season ticket holders.
And he's also annoyed with how the university has handled the fallout.
They didn't even follow their own business school principles, which I learned about crisis management, of how you handle these types of things with the media, with the most important people, the students, the parents, the donors.
Touching on a point of contention here in Evanston about the building of a brand new stadium that's divided the city, saying he was but is no longer a supporter.
And what really insults me, and I feel duped, is there's been a big campaign in our Evanston neighborhood here to support the new stadium construction, even to the fact that I had a count me in sign on my front lawn, and I can show you the sign. You can count me out completely now.
Now, we also mentioned the baseball program, the head of which, Jim Foster, is also now under fire. A Chicago Tribune article today states he was the subject of allegations made last autumn, and a HR investigation that followed seemingly found he engaged in abusive and bullying behaviour. Now, we reached out to Jim Foster's department today. He was not available for comment, nor was the athletic director, Derek Gregg, who we're told was tied up in meetings off-site. We're live in Evanston tonight. Brona Tumulty, WGN News.